Hey, this is Lucy from webtrainingwheels.com. I'm going to show you how to make a sandbox site. A sandbox is basically just a duplicate site that you can play around with without affecting your live site. It's a must-have for any WordPress site owner so that you can test out WordPress updates, plugin updates, test new plugins, etc. in a safe space before you actually go messing around with your live site. Fortunately, it's quite easy to set up a sandbox running locally on your computer, and you can do this for free using two tools. One is the Duplicator plugin, and the other is a tool called Desktop Server. So I'll show you the process, and then you'll have no excuse to be hosing your live site when you're doing any kind of an update. Here's my live site, and the first thing I'm going to do is install the Duplicator plugin. After activating, click on Packages and click Create New. This is actually a really good way to just create a fast one-time backup of your site because the package includes both your database and also your website files. If you are using a cache plugin, it's recommended to exclude that from the package. Now that's complete, I need to download both files, the installer file and the archive. And I can use the one-click download button for that. You'll see it opens both downloads at the same time. And I'm going to save them into a folder I created on my desktop just for easy access. Now those have finished downloading, I'm now going to go over to Desktop Server, which is a really awesome product. They have a free version and they have a premium version. The premium version, which I do use, has some features that will actually automate most of this process for you, but I'm going to demonstrate it using features that are available in the free version so that no one has an excuse not to do it. So I'm going to start up Desktop Server and I'm going to select the option to create a new development site. I'll give the site a name, and this will create the local URL that I'm going to use to access the site on my computer. I have various versions of WordPress available as part of the Blueprints feature. It really doesn't matter which one I select at this point because it's going to end up getting overwritten when I bring in the Duplicator file. So I just need Desktop Server to do its magic behind the scenes so that it makes it easy for us to create this new sandbox site. So once we get to this point and the site is created, we don't need to go further. Don't close Desktop Server, you need it to still run in the background, but we're going to navigate now to the Sites folder where you'll see a new folder for the site that you just created with Desktop Server. I'm going to take the WP config file from there and move it over to the same folder where I've got my Duplicator files because we need to keep that WP config file, but we're going to delete the rest of these other files. Once those are deleted, I'm going to take the two files I got from Duplicator, the installer file and the zip file, and I'm going to put those into the website folder. In my browser, I'm then going to navigate to the installer file, which I will find at the local URL for my website that we created with Desktop Server, which is in this case testsite.dev.cc/installer.php. This is going to bring up a screen from the Duplicator plugin, which will take me through the process. At this point, I need to open up the WP config file because it contains the database information that Desktop Server created for us, and we need this information so that the plugin can do its magic. So I'm just going to copy and paste over the database name and the user and the password. And once I've done that, I'm going to test the connection and just make sure that Duplicator has the correct info. Once I've got the green light, I can continue with the next steps. Once Duplicator has finished, I can log in using the same username and password as my live site. This bypass login feature that you see is from Desktop Server. And now here I have an exact copy of my live site running on my computer that I can use to test whatever I want. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been helpful. Keep checking out webtrainingwheels.com for more WordPress goodness.